See? Poke out your stomach, slouch over. I just lost 40 pounds, baby. Let's go.
Good morning, good afternoon, good night. I just want to start off by saying that this is not a hate video for this dude. I like to live by handling his razor, never attribute to malice what can adequately be explained by stupidity, or I like to say ignorance instead of stupidity. Maybe this dude didn't know what he was saying, maybe he was confused, but I'm going to talk about why what he said was absolutely fucking wrong and why you shouldn't listen to him. And if it was malicious, then you're a bad guy. If it wasn't, then I hope you change what you said, and I hope you look into what you said and how that can be harmful. So let me get straight into facts for people that don't know how calories work, how weight loss works, fat loss, any of that stuff. And then I'll talk about what I think about what he did and why he did it afterwards. So you can cut the video off after the facts if you want to. This guy said he lost, 41.8 pounds in 14 days. A pound is 3,500 calories, right? He lost roughly almost 3 pounds every single day, according to him, but we're going to round that down to 2. Let's just say he lost 2 pounds a day. That's 7,000 calories that he would have to be burning every single day. And that's assuming he wasn't eating. So he would have to be starving. And on top of that, he would have to burn 7,000 extra calories to burn 2 pounds every single day. That didn't fucking happen. It just didn't. I don't really need to say much more than that. Even in the picture, it doesn't even look like 40 pounds. It just doesn't. What I do think could have possibly happened, I think at one point he could have been the biggest weight that he said. I think he said he was 99 kg, so a little under 220 pounds. I do think at some point he could have been that weight, and maybe he started working out and he didn't realize he was lower than that weight when he started his workout challenge and his fasting diet. So maybe he had already lost 20 or so pounds. Maybe, like I said, maybe he's not being malicious. Maybe he didn't check the scale before he started this thing. Maybe he actually lost 10 or 15 pounds. And that's just me being good right now and trying to help him out. But it's very obvious in that picture that he didn't lose 40 pounds. And I posted a video on Twitter showing how you can easily manipulate progress pictures. I'll put it here too. I'll merge the video in here. What he said didn't happen, and I don't want to talk about him too much. Now I'm going to talk about why that's bad. People are always looking for shortcuts. And these people that are looking for shortcuts, they don't know wrong from right most of the time. If you listen to what I just said about calories, you probably didn't know that shit. So you don't know that it's impossible to do what he said was being done. So you're going to try what he says to do. He's talking about 23-hour fast and all kinds of fasting and eating next to nothing, drinking 3 liters of water. Bro, if you're eating nothing and drinking a shit ton of water, you can die like that, bro. I'm not just exaggerating. You can die like that. If you're not taking in electrolytes and you're just flushing everything out, you're not taking anything in, that can be really harmful. Not to mention not eating food, that's just not good for you. Like we were made to eat food. Like you're not supposed to be going without eating. Like it's just bad. It's all bad. And I think it's a harmful message. I think people place way too much importance on weight. Like your health is more important than your weight. If you live a healthy lifestyle, whatever that is, your weight is going to come down if it's too high. If it's not too high, if you just think it's too high, then you need to change your mindset. If your vitals are good, if your organs are working fine, if you can do the daily activities that you need to do, if you feel good when you look at yourself, everything's cool. If you don't feel good when you look at yourself, then that's a problem that needs to be addressed. That's outside of weight loss, because if you don't change that, and then even when you lose the weight, you'll continue to feel like that. So, like I said, the reason what he's doing is harmful is because it's going to push some people to do some really unhealthy things that I don't even think that he did. If he did, that's on him. But it's going to push people really far. And he looked like he was already somewhat athletic. Like I said, I think he was just pushing on his stomach. So even if he was doing the workouts and fasting, he probably could handle that. Bro, if you don't work out like that and you try to work out and you're not eating food, bro, you're going to fuck yourself up. People fuck themselves up eating food and working out too hard. You're trying to not eat food, only drink water, and do these intense Chloe Ting workouts. I had to look up Chloe Ting. I didn't know what that was, but she's a YouTuber that does workouts. You trying to do that shit on no food, bro? It's all bad. So, I'm not going to talk for too long. And I don't want to get into the habit of making like call out videos because this really doesn't need to be said more than once. Stop looking for shortcuts. Be more active if you can. Be more active where you can. Take a walk every hour, you know, get up from your desk. If I'm at work all day, I work on my feet, so it's a little bit different. But if I was at work all day and I was working for 8 hours sitting down, at the top of every hour, I would go walk for 5 or 10 minutes, you know, if you can. If not, then whenever you get your break, walk for half of that shit. Stand up, do some squats, do something, be more active. Eat better foods, because that is important. Calories are important, but eating good foods are important too. They go hand in hand. And live a better lifestyle and stop just saying, I want to get to this weight no matter what it takes. That shit's horrible, bro. Like, and it's going to have consequences. If you cut your weight by any means possible, it has consequences. You can talk to athletes that have been cutting weight their whole life. Talk to wrestlers, boxers, people like that. Even in my sport and weightlifting. People that cut hard suffer consequences. Maybe not the first time, maybe not the second time, but when you get into the repetitive habit of doing that, because that is what happens too. Even if you manage to lose a shit ton of weight in, let's say, 14 days, that shit's going to bounce back because what you're doing is not sustainable. So when it comes back the other way, you're probably going to weigh even more than you did before. And that's just facts. You need to, I will post a book in the description, and it's about that actual effect right there and how basically once you take your weight up to a certain level, you're always going to bounce back to that if you don't create those sustainable habits. And when you bounce back, that's going to go even higher. So in conclusion, I think this guy was probably doing a little bit of clickbait to start his YouTube channel. And I don't want to say really bad things about him, but I think what he's doing is very harmful. And I hope that somebody that watches this realizes that that's not the way to go about things. If you want some help, I give advice to everybody for free. I'm not going to give you training for free, but if you need some help getting started in your fitness journey or the right direction, message me on Instagram, message me on Twitter, message me on, I don't know if YouTube has messages, but message me or message anybody that you think will help you that knows what they're talking about. Do not follow this trendy shit. I promise you, it's not going to work out well for you. Anyways, that's all I have to say. Y'all have a nice day. Thank you for watching.